What's up, Raiders? Bionic here. Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. We are going to talk about this tournament again. A lot of factors are in play right now, and I think it's a perfect example for you guys to use as to determine if it is worth it for you to push or not. Also, if it is worth it for you to push right now or towards the end of the tournament, because of the way we have the events and this tournament that is overlapping. Okay, so first off though, I want to quickly go back on the previous versions of this tournament, which was one of the first ones that we've had was the rare champions only. That was 6 months ago, and here was my progress at a glance. Okay, I obviously did not finish it. My team was not good enough to finish, I believe, the entire thing in the right amount of time. If I'm not mistaken, I was doing stage 17 only, and I pushed hard in the beginning, but then shortly after, one of these guys just kind of like powered through, right? So I did not get the first place, and I did not get the top reward. Although, for this amount of points, a legendary tome was pretty amazing. Problem is, this was on 3 days, so we're going to say about 4 days, and we did not have the advanced quest before. Okay, so this legendary tome would have been very expensive for me. Yes, I would have gotten epic tomes as well, but I decided not to push. Okay, simple enough. Then we had the second one right here, which was Dark Elves only. This one had a little bit less time. My team was also not quite good enough. I did it a little bit, but as you can see, I did not even finish top 10. I did not even make it to the 50 gems. Okay, so this is another one that I kind of just dropped. I said, you know what, it is not worth it. But the one from today, I actually have a team that works. And I've been running it all morning. It failed once. It's the exact team I showed you guys yesterday. Okay, so if you want to check that video, it's on the channel. Go check it out. That is fine. However, here I am running my energy and I'm in first place. So I'm like, okay, maybe I have a shot at this. Maybe I'm in a group where players don't have really fast teams. A couple guys are pretty close, okay? I'm not going to lie, like they're doing good. So I'm thinking 5 days to get that Void Shard, which is going to cost 4,000 points. Do we get enough free-to-play energy for me to pull this off? We do. I showed this before. Let me bring it back up. Monthly energy here. I said that in a day, which is this little row right here, I said you would get 440 energy of regeneration energy, 130 from the daily quest, 130 from the playtime reward, and now 180 from the advanced quest if you complete them all, for a grand total of almost 900 energy free per day. And we know that you get 1.1 point or 1.08 if you want to be really accurate of points towards a Dragon 20 tournament if you win all your battles for every energy spent. Therefore, at 900 energy per day, I can actually hit that 4,000 right on the dot. On top of that though, we also have the extra energy we're getting from the shop. These little gifts or whatever, okay, it's not here right now, but like probably you've seen them. We're getting these charms and whatnot, and then this free refill every day for the past week or so. So if we keep getting that, it's even easier for you to complete this tournament, again, assuming you have a team that works. On top of that, I had 300 energy sitting here from the downtime compensation that I held on to, so a free extra 300 energy spent towards this tournament this morning. So now I'm in the lead. I'm thinking, okay, is it worth for me to keep this lead, right? I already know I can get this Void Shard for free. Now I have the opportunity to get yet another Void Shard if I maintain this, not to mention 6-star Relentless Artifacts. So is it worth for me to push for that now? I'm already, like I said, I know I'm getting this, but like maybe now this is worth some gems. So what I do for this then, thinking if I can maintain this lead for the next 5 days, that's a lot of work, but let's say I can do it, then I would get this extra Void Shard. How much is that worth for me? Well, I also kind of estimated a long time ago that a Void Shard is worth roughly $8 Canadian. How much does $8 represent in terms of gems? For that one, I had estimated that roughly it would be, since it's about 3 cents per gem, it would be about 266 gems. So am I willing to spend 266 gems, let's say, to get my money's worth with this Void Shard, if you know what I mean? That's about 7 refills or 6.6. We'll say 7 refills. Am I willing to spend an extra 7 refills to hopefully finish first and get that extra Void Shard? So that's the question I had today. And I thought, you know what? maybe it is. What else am I gonna do, right? At this point, my faction wars are done. I don't necessarily need food right now, so this is a good opportunity to get a couple extra pieces of Relentless, which we know can be pretty good, 2 Void Shards. On top of that, if I push now, today and tomorrow, I'm actually working towards the Dungeon Divers event, okay? So it's also a way to hopefully ensure that I maintain a lead, showing that, hey, my team is faster. Look at how fast I can progress, create a bigger gap between the first place, the second, and the third place, and then hopefully kind of like, you know, prevent them from trying to beat me. So if I do decide to spend all those gems today, okay, those 266 gems or whatever, 7 refills, I'm going to progress this as well. Unfortunately, I'm not going to make it to here. But it would have been nice that, you know, for example, if I can make it a little bit further up, let's say I make it to an extra Ancient Shard on top of that. So not only am I finishing first place, getting that guaranteed Void Shard, the second one from the first place, more Core Hammers from here, an extra double XP, and an Ancient Shard, okay? So today is a great example to sort of like tie everything together of how I analyze what I'm going to do when like a tournament like this is live. And all of this has to do because I have a team that works for literally no silver spent, no investment of resources to get my team to work, okay? So I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to attempt this to see if I can maintain this first place. And like I said, it really depends on your bracket. You might not be lucky. You might not have, I'm going to say, an easy group like this. Also, maybe there's a sleeper in here. Maybe somebody's going to wake up and be like, bro, I got a 30 seconds team. You're done, right? And then he's going to surpass me and I'm going to waste all those gems. I say waste. I'm still going to get gear from farming Dragon 20, but like the whole point here is to try and get the first place with this special conditions tournament. Okay, so this does not happen often. As you saw with the previous ones, it doesn't always line up. This one for me was a huge fail. I didn't even bother. I'm like, no good. Okay, this one here, kind of a fail as well. Look at the first place. Look at the amount of points I had. So you know what? I'm like, also not going to work. But every now and then, you pick your battles. This is a perfect example that I will possibly be able to get all those extra rewards for simply, I guess, being lucky. Lucky that I landed in this bracket and that I had a team that was working from day one. So what I'll do here real quick for you guys as I finish is showcase this team again in action in case you did not see the build video. If you want to see all those champions built as they currently are, go check out yesterday's video. But today I'll finish with just this right here because again, it has failed only once, sorry. And this has to do with like my Occult Brawler dying a little bit too early. Never on the first wave. We always clear the first wave like that. It has to do with this wave right here where things don't line up, or we don't crowd control the Hordens, then they kill the Occult Brawler. By the time I make it back to the boss, we revive him, but then he takes a hit, he dies yet again. So like he's kind of key for this to work, but he's also the weak affinity, so he's being targeted here. But again, I just, you know what, I didn't want to spend resources on this. I'm like, it's a special conditions tournament. Using the previous ones as example, I thought, it's not worth it. Probably not going to be able to compete. But then, you know, totally changed. Here I am being able to do this. So anyway, we're going to finish this run. You guys sort of know what I'm trying to say here. Pick your battles, okay? Perfect example. Pick your battles. Pay attention to everything that's ongoing. And sometimes you get more. That's it. As simple as that. That is how I have hopefully more shards in the long run, better rewards in the long run, because I'm able to do this every once in a while. So for the boss, I think we're looking good. All my champions are up full health. I'm going to say this is going to be one of the better runs. If everything lines up correctly, we're looking at about 2 minutes and 20 seconds, which is decent. But again, I already know that some players are doing like 30 seconds, right? Because like they have Dracomorph, they have Seer as well. Like this can be a very, very fast team. But then again, it might not matter if you're not in that sort of bracket, and which is the case with me today. All right, so we did take a hit. That's all good. No worries. Our Occult Brawler's in lifesteal, so he loves to take hits anyway and get those extra poisons on him. He's just going to get extra turns. So that's perfect for him. We also have Krila in lifesteal. And at this point, if we pass 50% and I lose Zorgala, Seer, and even Broadma, Occult Brawler and Krila can finish the boss. That's how good it is with all those extra poisons. I will point out my Krila is not booked. Broadma has a couple books in it. Zorgala is fully booked. Seer is fully booked. And Occult Brawler is also fully booked. Okay, so pretty decent team for something that I did not have to change. That's what I like about this tournament. It gave me more options. The previous ones, were too hard. All rares, I don't have all rares built for endgame like this. And then high elves only, that's a long shot. Like, I do have some cold hearts, but, you know, for me to get them to work on like stage 20, a little bit too rough without the proper support. There we go, 2 minutes and 32 seconds, done. So here's what I'm gonna keep running for the rest of this tournament. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later.